Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our webinar discussion on leveraging the benefits of 3D experience on cloud platform with your existing CATIA license. First of all, I thank you all for joining our webinar. Hope you are all staying safe and and taking care of your loved ones. Today we have a panel discussion with 3 speakers. Today's session will be moderated by Mr. Sri Kumar, who is DGM Technical, working at EDS Technologies, who has more than 18 years experience in PLM field. Over to you, Sri Kumar.
Thank you, Abhay. I welcome you all for this webinar and panel discussion today on connected engineering, basically how to leverage the cloud solutions on 3DEXPERIENCE platform along with your existing CATIA V5 licenses. So EDS Technologies has been pioneer in PLM and visual simulation field for last 25 years. We have been providing solutions for CAD, CAM, CAE, PLM, and also for the visual simulation for the last 25 years. And we have provided CATIA licenses to more than 5,000 customers, out of which at least 1,700 plus customers are active with maintenance, and they continue to take our leverage or technical support for all their activities. So today's session is basically to see how best the existing CATIA V5 licenses can be utilized to meet the requirements of the current market. At the same time, also how to leverage the benefits of this particular engineering excellence package, which has come up very well in the last 2 years. So I welcome for the panel discussion. So today we have 3 distinguished panelists cutting across multiple industries. So I welcome Mr. Yogesh Amte, Managing Director for Metrolab Engineering Pvt Ltd, and Mr. Srinivasan Laxman is Managing Director for Marutee Design and Engineering Pvt Ltd based out of Bangalore, and then Mr. Suresh Gandhi, he is the General Manager for Asahidenso R&D India Pvt Ltd. So I welcome you all on behalf of EDS Technologies. We are absolutely delighted to have you in this panel discussion. So moving on to on the connected engineering packages, what we have been providing to many customers across India. So I will be starting with Mr. Suresh Gandhi. In terms of the productivity improvements within your organization. So this has been a challenge for many organizations with respect to productivity, and a lot of non-engineering time goes into activities, a lot of mundane tasks happen. And how do you see in your organization, do you think the productivity tools and technology as one of the solutions to address this?
Thank you, team, and myself, Suresh. Yeah, regarding the question from Shri Kumar. Yes, I would say that solutions such as CATIA Engineering Excellence has really helped us achieve this because in the recent situation, so the migration of CATIA license to engineering excellence packages, it has given us improved capabilities during the design process by using product manufacturing information and step import export capabilities, jigs and fixture design capabilities, and others, and personalized dashboards, MS Office integrations. So this has been given a lot of improvements for us.
Really good to hear you from you, Mr. Suresh. I'll move on to Mr. Srinivasan. You are a rapidly growing organization in the engineering services segment, and with multiple projects, how do you effectively collaborate with your team and customers? And also, can you tell us if your solutions on cloud have really helped collaboration in these challenging times?
Yeah, thank you, Sri Kumar. Yeah, it's a very good question. life before and after COVID is very different. So pre-COVID, we were able to collaborate somewhat okay, right, with the infrastructure we had, with things that were there. It was not perfect, but it was okay. But the challenge started when COVID happened, when everybody had to be remote, and we had to collaborate with our customers, and more than with customers, within the teams itself, it was a big challenge. So these cloud capabilities and cloud solutions have come in really, really handy for us to overcome that difficulty. So basically, there are two major aspects, right? One is the ease of being able to talk to different team members and communicate it effectively. Secondly, from a licensing standpoint, it has been a big advantage. Why? Because see, our native licenses are being used for productivity related activities, right? People are around production, while at the same time I want to collaborate with my team as well as with the customers. There we don't have to use those native licenses, rather use the cloud license, which is just for collaboration. So that has been very handy for us in terms of speeding things up and collaborating effectively, just not just internally but with our customers as well, which was very difficult in the past. I mean, it's like necessity made this possible for us to explore this and utilize it.
Yeah, really good to hear, sir. And Mr. Suresh, you have also seen the collaboration using these tools. How important it is when you have many stakeholders, and how do you think CATIA Engineering Excellence can help you to increase collaboration?
Yes, definitely. So we have multiple stakeholders and that we need to interact with. One is our headquarters in Japan, and we do have two more R&D centers in Thailand and Taiwan. And our teams also spread in different locations. And we do have our factory, which is developed in India. So we believe these additional CATIA engineering excellence capabilities will help us connect virtually with all the stakeholders and also to see the real-time 3D design data. And so far, we have been working with the factories using the conventional method of sending drawings to them. And after implementing the CATIA Excellence packages, so we would be able to share, virtual 3D data with them, which is happening the online designs. Yes, and it is really seamlessly good.
Thank you so much. At least, I mean, we could see that there are extended capabilities coming from excellence packages after migrating from V5 licenses. It has been a real good cause for your organization in terms of collaboration and productivity. Moving into this, business continuity, Mr. Srinivasan, being an engineering services organization, customer deliverables and maintaining deadlines are very critical for you. So how do you manage this within your organization?
Yeah. So again, bringing the pandemic back into the picture, it has taught us a lot of lessons, right? So that see, customer expects us to be available to them 24/7, and we fairly manage that business continuity quite effectively, I should say, because we were able to together a plan where we were able to remotely support our customer 24/7 when they are there. And this was only possible because of the capabilities that packages like CATIA, the Excellence package, brought in. That we were able to talk to customers anytime, and then discuss solutions and take it to a logical conclusion, right? So in this, with that being there, that was a very important factor in how we were able to meet deadlines and meet customer requirements on time. Otherwise, with the pandemic on, and it would have been very difficult for us to meet those deadlines. The cloud has been a very, very vital part there also, cloud solutions, I should say, in addressing the customer needs.
So regarding this business continuity, Mr. Suresh, how did your organization has overcome, and how are you mitigate some of these challenges?
Yes, I would say this technology is the major factor. And we also believe that cloud licenses along with CATIA engineering excellence can help users in the organization like uploading data to the cloud, and project managers and division heads who are working remotely or sitting either domestically or globally can validate the real-time data and provide record approvals remotely. So that is how we are enabling the business continuities.
So cloud has been the enabler for you within the organization in terms of virtual meetings and validating your designs through a web interface, I would say rather. So that's really
Yes.
good. And Mr. Srinivasan, would you like to share any value proposition that you have found very compelling when you decide to migrate to CATIA Engineering Excellence?
Sure. So we are an engineering services organization, right? So the projects that we get today is not the same that we get tomorrow. So constantly the customer needs are changing. Each customer has their own needs of what module or what solution they need. And being an engineering services organization, we have to be flexible, we have to be nimble, and being able to adapt to these new tools and deliver. So if a customer asks us to do a POC on something, it's very difficult for us to put the money and the time to invest in it and then show the POC. We want it to be very quick and adapt and show the results. So these cloud solutions, one thing they bring to the table is that we can pick and choose the modules that we want for a temporary basis, do our POC, deliver to customer, and once that process is complete, we can look at the investment and capitalizing on software and take it from that point on. So that flexibility that it gives is very important, which was not previously there when in the traditional way of the licensing that we used to be getting. So yeah, I mean, in CATIA Excellence itself, there is so many modules, right? So we can choose, use it, showcase it to customer, deliver, and then that is kind of what starts a bigger project for us.
Yeah, Mr. Srinivasan, in terms of the business value, what you see from your investment, such as getting into new areas. So, what way it has really benefited you in terms of investment?
Yeah. So let me take one example, right? Recently, one of our customer wanted us to do some reverse engineering activity on one of their benchmark product, right? So internally, we did not have the required tools to be able to deliver the project because it needed special modules within the software to be used. Very quickly, we were able to take it up with EDS, discuss that, and under the CATIA Excellence package, they were able to bring in that module very quickly. And just on the cloud, we were able to do the activity and showcase to the customer. So that the confidence that the customer got based on what we were able to do helped us get a bigger project from them. So that's a very good example, I can say right off the top of my head, where the value what the at least the CATIA Excellence package brought to us.
Really good to know. Like on CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE platform, you were able to perform the proof of concepts or pilot studies for your upcoming projects and deliver. That's a real good point to note. Mr. Yogesh, welcome back. Conversation. So, in terms of talking about business continuity, what has been your organization's direction and experience in this?
And now, if you see that we are working across different business areas like automotive, aerospace, railways, heavy engineering, and all. So we need to, and we are taking all the turnkey project from the design to manufacturing. So design plays a vital role. Okay, so from the last 6 years, we are from inception of Metrolab, we are in connection like associated with EDS. And with this new model of PCS going on the cloud capabilities and all, is helping us, to discuss very closely with the customers. Interactive design solutions are available with your PCS modules, so we can have all the live comments on the design and which can be fed into my designers. So that way we have become very interactive in terms of designs, solutions with customer as well as internally with our different stakeholders like the manufacturing team, quality team, and the design team. So that is helping us a lot with these new modules. And you know that now today everyone wants to have the remote access. And again, with this cloud things, with the remote access, we are getting a lot of benefits. So we are sitting in Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, anywhere we can have the access. And for our suppliers also, the interactive PD what we are generating directly from CATIA, it is again helping them to understand our product a lot easier.
Okay. So basically, you are able to make use of the base user platform license, and you are able to, showcase this data to your customers, wherever they need it. So that
Correct.
way, you are able to collaborate very well with your customers.
Yes, with the customers,
That's
right.
a real good point, Mr. Yogesh. So coming back to Mr. Suresh, like the traceability and usage of the right version of data is very important in product development. So without access to the right data, there could be delays in project timelines or increase in the lead time. So how do you think engineering solution package can really help you in reducing the lead time?
Yes, since as you know, so that we're into the product development, and of course, for every product development company, so this is one of the important factors. And we also have a set of process which are already defined by our organization. So with the recent migration from CATIA license to CATIA engineering package, excellence packages, we plan to customize the process and best practices so that the right process is always used for the given project. And retrieving and using the right data can help us reducing errors. Of course, it decreases the lead time, and also it ensures the continual quality deliverables before the deadline.
That's really good to hear. I mean, being a process-centric organization, so when you adopt best practices through engineering excellence package, you are able to reduce the lead time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really wonderful, Mr. Suresh. And Mr. Yogesh, you work with a lot of engineering organizations. What are the areas you feel are essential to improve to ensure customer satisfaction and improve business?
Yeah, as I told you, with this latest tool, we are in line with the customer's requirement. Okay, so that is very much important that we has to be in line with their customer requirements, or at level with their whatever the modules customers are using. Okay, so so with this as we are having the different customer footprint. So what we are doing is like we are now started managing our projects well. Okay, with all the standardizations what we are creating into the new engineering excellence systems, and using the same standards for the designing. So we get some questions from the customer on how we are managing the data. So with this, excellent system we are managing with. Going ahead, we are 100% planning to go with the PDM solutions from again DESO systems, wherein we'll be at par with the customer requirement, and that will improve customer and our relationships a lot.
So basically, you would like to synchronize with your clients.
Synchronize with yes, OEM requirements and the environments.
Yeah, that's a real good thing to happen. I mean, as a supplier, it is all the more important to be in line with the OEM requirements and go with their business flow. So that way, if engineering excellence package is really helping you, that's a very good news to hear. So how do you think this investment can provide value addition to customers?
The first thing, sir, as I told you that with the remote access, we are really saving a lot of things. My engineers are traveling to the customer for the design reviews and all. And every time I don't need to go with the license copy, with the workstations and all the stuff. And we are very flexible in accessing the data anywhere. So if you see, like in my case, I travel to overseas also in US, Germany and all. So there again, I need to have the workstation, heavy workstation with the laptop. So here we are having value creation in our organization itself. It is very quick. So we are accessing the data very easily at the correct level. So that's creating a good win-win situation for us by having this new model.
Oh, that's really good to know, sir. So, Mr. Srinivasan, like, do you get any requirements from your clients on, on abiding to data security and data management solutions, or how do you plan to go about these requests?
Yeah. So see, when it comes to services industry, right, it's always that's the first thing customer asks us: how are you managing our data? How are you keeping it safe? Are you properly storing it? And so many questions come up during our discussions with customers, and we've been in the industry for 10 years, and and we have a reputation at stake when it comes to data security. So one small mistake can lead us into a lot of trouble. So yes, it is very, very important. And again, here is where we've been able to leverage some of the capabilities of the excellence packages, because the entire data is managed on the cloud and it is in a safe environment. We can assure our customers with the systems backing and everything that data is very, very safe, right? So so when we say that we are going on the cloud and we are using this, they get even more scared. When data is stored internally is one thing, when it's stored externally, it's another problem. But the fact that it comes with the backing of a large company and gives them that comfort feeling about data security. So people are not getting anxious or anything about using the cloud, and they know that data is safe there, right? So it has been very useful in that aspect as well when it comes to data security when we use the cloud licenses.
Yeah. Typically, as you know, like, yeah, Dassault Systems provides a double layer security on cloud. Along with, if you would like to infuse even OTP and login password, it is very much available. And coming to this, the benefits of using cloud on 3DEXPERIENCE platform. So what are the implications on your infrastructure requirements?
Yeah, so it is a huge benefit, right? When it comes to infrastructure, see, maintaining hardware, maintaining the software, the specs of the hardware that are required. So there's so many things here. Now, the entire headache of that hardware maintenance and the server maintenance and the database maintenance is taken off our mind, because that is another additional thing on top of all the other project-related stuff we have to do, is to take care of that as well. So by taking that headache off of us, it has also helped us a lot, because we are focused on our project, on our deliveries, not be worried about the hardware setup every time, each new project, what is the hardware setup, how do we keep the database. So that headache has also reduced quite a bit. We still have ways to go, but at least the fact that we've started using it, we are seeing the early signs of that helping. So over a period of time, our spend on infrastructure and hardware, we expect that to come down, which is very, very important, because, and moreover, the hardware and infrastructure is upgrading so fast, right? So we cannot keep up with the kind of requirements on hardware and stuff. So yes, so this if we can fully migrate to cloud, that's a dream where we are totally there, that the minimalistic hardware is with us and rest everything is maintained elsewhere, and it gets upgraded, it gets its constant upgrade all the time. So that's our ultimate place where we want to be.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the whole ecosystem is adopting cloud platforms everywhere, and yeah, that could be a reality as well, like moving everything onto the cloud in the near future. Mr. Suresh, how do you see benefits of using a cloud on 3DEXPERIENCE platform from your perspective? So what are the implications on infrastructure?
Yes, sir. So in the recent investment, definitely it has given us a big rise as a design center in India. So I think our entity in India is amongst the first entity we implemented this in our Asahidenso group. And we are able to demonstrate some differentiators with other design center globally. And I also got good appreciation for this. And the additional capabilities will help us to manage e-bombs and utilize functional tolerancing and annotation. They use 3D as the master data, because our organization is also looking into the paperless drawing release, wherein we use most of this functional tolerancing and annotation. And we have also been discussing with our customers how can we integrate paperless drawing release process in their development activities. And yes, compensate for the deformations from the manufacturing process. Yes, it has got more benefits.
Yeah, it's really great to know that you are able to execute this first of its kind within your organization. Congratulations for that. So yeah, in terms of connected engineering, the existing CATIA V5 customers, they can migrate to engineering excellence packages or directly onto CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE platform. They can leverage the benefits of being on the cloud, and also access the up-to-date engineering data from any location from through any device. So that is a major objective of this connected engineering. If audience has specific questions with respect to the panel discussion, they can definitely post these questions at the end of the session, and we will our panelists will be very keen to take up these questions.
I would like to welcome Mr. Karthikeyan and our Vice President Technical.
I heard the conversation from all of the esteemed panel, and we were very happy to know when the customer give the endorsement about what is the true value they see in terms of connected engineering as a product. So when the conversation, that what I heard during the whole presentation, some of the words reverberate in my ears. What we call ourselves, I think Srikumar has really articulated clearly the kind of right questions that we need to know why you need to adapt. So the question of why has been really in minds of many people when people make decisions. So if you look at that way, the cloud, I see a lot of people have really embarked upon because of the benefits of the cloud. Anytime, anywhere, what Srikumar very rightly said. Anytime, anywhere, any device is the mantra. Like how we personalize many of our devices, many applications that for our own internal use that we use. The same thing is coming in engineering domain. So that has been a great discovery for all of us, and that is an excellent path. I see many of you could make big steps in terms of adopting connected engineering for improving and connecting to your customers. That customer excellence, what you said, connected engineering is towards customer excellence, whatever I would say in a simple word. And your endorsements, Mr. Suresh Gandhi was clearly said, I could really see it's a first step amongst their own peers in the other side of the globe, which is a very great move. India determines something for the global market to see how a new technology can be adapted in India, can be even what you call practiced or the adopted in other geographies too. So it's a great confidence that Asahidenso under the leadership of Suresh Gandhi could make it. So I thank Suresh Gandhi for what you call giving the heads up in this process, that he has seen a great value. I must congratulate the organization as well as the leadership of Suresh. I could also hear some of the words Mr. Yogesh told, which has been very clear. When you travel abroad, which is a very clear sign, today you can't travel with big devices to go around to demonstrate your engineering capability. The capability is somewhere in the cloud, but the demonstration is about the technology, what customers see. So I think Mr. Yogesh has adapted, and he had also told certain words, talked about very importantly, the customers today see what kind of new technologies you have adapted in your organization by which they can benefit. So it's a great move, Mr. Yogesh. I think I'm very glad that we were happy to be partnering with your organization in order the digital transformation and the cloud being an enabler for this. using the connected engineering. Mr. Srinivasan was rightly said. I said two words again. I remember from the conversation Mr. Srinivasan said. There are something called core activities. There are something called non-core activities. When the IT infrastructure is not the core competence of many companies, when you are focused more on engineering space. So you wanted to segregate your own business stream into core and non-core. The core activities, which probably is your engineering design, you are able to create. Creativity is your what do you call your mantra. Whereas the all supporting or enabling technologies or the infrastructures, when it is available, made available to you all the time, without you worrying about am I on the right version or can I access it in the pandemic time, can I work from anywhere, anytime. So which is a very right direction and thinking by Mr. Srinivasan and his organization. I am sure you all will be able to set the direction for many of your peers in the industry space, and similar industries, by watching this, by attending this, can adapt the way that you have adapted and leverage the solution. We are very glad from EDS Technologies, and I personally say on behalf of EDS Technologies, thank you all being part of this, the direction that we are setting in this 25 years of our existence in this country. And we have been setting a new directions for many engineering industries to achieve their excellence. Connected engineering is one of the mean and methods to reach your own core design spaces. So I was personally very happy to hear the kind of challenges that your organizations have gone through and how you were able to really leverage the proposals and the solutions that we have been offering in the market to your best benefit. So I thank and really thank all of you for being part of this panel. And I must say that before the questions start pouring to you, so I thought I should take this opportunity to thank you. And I think Srikumar did a wonderful job of discussing in a right perspective where everybody can listen and leverage. Thank you once again on behalf of EDS Technologies.
Thank you very much. We will move on with a small presentation on connected engineering, and where I will be highlighting on how best you can leverage the benefits of 3DEXPERIENCE platform on cloud with existing CATIA licenses. So you have been hearing from our panelists with respect to the connected engineering. So typically the digital transformation is the mantra and which almost every organization is adopting across the globe. So in this space, so we really want to benefit our customers, our CATIA customers who have been using the regular packages like mechanical design to configuration or hybrid design or extended mechanical design to configurations. So for such customers, we would like to really benefit in terms of their digital journey. So this is where the connected engineering, the approach has come in from Dassault Systems. So this is basically ponders on 5 important major points. Find it when you need it. Typically, the search should not take more time in any organization. So it should be very quick. If I have to say in today's world, it has to be in milliseconds. The search has to be minimal and it has to be quicker and faster. So that is where the digital journey begins. Then open it as you need it. So whenever you want, you have to precisely open the data and then go through that effectively and close it. So again, this has to happen through a specific data management system. And understand what it is from where you are. That means that you must know the ownership of the data, from where it is coming and who is the owner and when it was modified, and like what is the latest information about that particular business object. So that is where we need to have the complete PLM information. We call it as business intelligence essentials. So that is something which is needed for the organizations. And trust what it says. That means that whatever that you have as a data is the one which is available for you as a latest, and it is the best data available for you in front of your screen. So, and also the security part is also comes in with respect to this data, and work with it in the way you need to. So in a transparent way, you need to work with the same data and then continue to use the same data for downstream processes. So this is something on which this connected engineering platform has started. So for the existing CATIA V5 customers who have been already using, with the folder approach, I would say, because we have been traditionally using these CATIA V5 tools to save our data into folders. Now the time has come to move from folder approach to database approach, because we require security for our data, and there is intellectual property which is behind it. So we need to safeguard that. At the same time, we must be able to quickly access it, retrieve it, navigate it as and when you need it. So this is where the digital transformation journey begins, and we provide this journey in 2 phases. So in this, as you could see from the panel, most of our customers, they have adopted this engineering excellence packages for the last 2 years. Very effectively, because it comes with a lot of benefits, even in terms of additional modules within CATIA V5. At the same time, adapting to the cloud platforms to visualize your 3D data and communicate and collaborate effectively within the organization. So what are the packages available on CATIA V5? So you can adopt to go towards first step, that is CATIA Engineering Excellence Package, and followed by CATIA Mechanical Engineering Excellence Package, and then CATIA Mechanical and Shape Engineering Excellence Package. So these are the 3 important configurations which Dassault with a lot of experience for last 4.5 decades. Dassault has been a pioneer in this particular technology and field. So they have come out with very unique packages which will help the existing customers to leverage and adopt. So this is, and along with that, the cloud package is also provided, so that whatever that you do it on CATIA V5, it can be visualized from any location, anywhere, on any device very effectively, and you can do your design collaborations, design validations very effectively. You say, suppose you would like to do sectioning, dimensioning, you want to see the tolerances, or you want to even comment on the design. All these aspects can be covered using this collaborative 3D designer role. So this is what something which Dassault has given as a first step towards connected engineering. So as a part of engineering excellence package, every engineering excellence package comes up with the basic functionalities of part design, assembly design, drafting, and also some of the import options with respect to neutral formats. That is, the STEP and IGS imports are very common. And then also it comes out with sheet metal design and jigs and tooling creation. And there is also something meant for the 3D layout and annotations. So these are some of the areas which can be effectively utilized, and you can also do the product review very well using the base package. In this, again, we have some limitations with respect to us part design and assembly design, but it can fulfill the needs of any customer in terms of opening the data and then doing the modifications, creating the new parts, and also creating manufacturing drawings. All this is possible with this package. Then comes CATIA Mechanical Engineering Excellence Package, which is the most popular today in the industry. And we have been providing this to many customers across India, again in multiple locations. So in this particular package, it also comes up along with the engineering excellence functionalities from the previous package. You also get the digital markup. So the digital markup in terms of assembly, fitting analysis, and then kinematics. You can also study the motion mechanisms. You can also do space analysis, with respect to interferences and clashes within the assembly. And you can also generate the reports. You can also export these into DXF or DWG files, which are other formats. So this is the advantage of having the DMU functions as a part of this. Apart from that, you also get, as Mr. Suresh Gandhi was highlighting, on the 3D master. So which is really good for the model-based definition, wherein you will be defining all the dimensions and tolerances on a given part or assembly directly. So that means that there is a lesser need for drawings, 2D drawing generations, because every information, every aspect of the engineering information is available on the specific part or assembly itself. So you can straight away create all the GD and T, there is the dimensions and tolerances, and also you can also provide the annotations. You can make the comments on it on the 3D model itself. So this model-based definition has been very effectively utilized in many countries, and now it is becoming the latest adoption trend, I would say. So, for instance, Boeing, they provide only the model along with the 3D model along with the dimensions and tolerances. So the same thing will go into the production also directly. There is a lesser need for drawings, and any layman can easily understand how the GD&T is well defined on the model itself. So these are some of the advantages which come on top of CATIA Mechanical Engineering Excellence package. We also have specific functionalities with respect to mold design, and there is the functional molded parts, and also the wireframe and surface design, which comes along with this particular package. Then comes the next higher level the package, which is CATIA Mechanical and Shape Engineering Excellence. This has an exclusive focus on the surface domain. So automotive companies who are looking into styling and aesthetics, especially for the Class A surface creation, so they can adopt this particular package, wherein they will be able to create a curvature continuous surface, which is manufacturable and which is A-class in nature. So that we have come out with all the advanced surfacing functionalities, including GSD, Generative Shape Design 2. And on top of that, we also have the Freestyle Shaper design modules. Typically, if you have an idea in your mind and you would like to conceptualize into a creative design, so here are the tools which are available as a part of this mechanical and shape engineering excellence package. It also comes with all the old functionalities. It also has DMU functionalities. It also has 3D master and jigsaw tooling capabilities, sheet metal creations, and also for the complex sheet metal processes, sometimes we will not be able to fold and unfold the solid models in regular sheet metal design. In such case, we can create surfaces and we can fold and unfold those surfaces for the complex sheet metal requirements. So this kind of very advanced functionalities have been packaged together. I would say that this is a kind of all-in-one engineering package which is available and which is also very effective in terms of covering most of the pilots that comes to as a requirements. So this is again in case of Mr. Marutee Design, Mr. Srinivasan has highlighted that they were able to make use of this particular configuration for reverse engineering as well. So you can also make use of some of the modules in this. Apart from that, there are functionalities available in terms of digital shape editor and fixed surface reconstruction, which you can always add on top of that. So this is how this engineering excellence package will be effectively helpful, along with the cloud functionalities, wherein on the left side you can see the business and industry innovation role and the 3D component designer role for PLM services, and also the XCAD designer. That means that whatever the CATIA V5 data that you do, that you create and generate from your system, it can be visualized on a web interface and in a 3D way. It is not the 2D communication, it's a 3D way. It's a 3D communication that you can really impact your customer. So it's easier to highlight this, and you can also see the complete bill of materials being highlighted, the product structure which is coming onto the web interface itself. So the advantage of being on the web interface is that you can simply use Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome. Even such kind of interfaces are sufficient to visualize your 3D data in a 3D way. And at the same time, you can also do all kinds of, the digital markup, that is sectioning, measurements, dimensions, interference, and clash analysis. All these things you can do on the web interface itself without any CAD license in the background. So that is the advantage of having this package. In this case, you can make use of these tools independently. The cloud platform tools can be used independently. At the same time, the CATIA V5 tools for your regular needs, both can be easily managed with this package. So these are the three important engineering excellence packages we have been providing to Indian market in many locations, and our customers have surely appreciated these packages. They also come cost effective as well when you take it as a package together. So what you really get by connecting to 3DEXPERIENCE platform. So one thing is that you can aggregate all the information that matters to your business. So it can be even any other objects. I mean, it need not be CAD data. It can be PDF documents. It can be Excel sheet specifications. It can be image files. It can be Word documents. It can be even presentations. And this 3DEXPERIENCE platform supports more than 300 file types. So you can simply attach your documents with respect to a given business object, and you can retrieve and navigate anytime. So that is, you are aggregating all the information. That is something which is very, very critical for your business needs. Then you can experience in 3D, which I have been highlighting in the previous slides. Then you can also create markups, and you can also highlight the issues on 3D. That is, basically you can create annotations, you can comment on the design, on the 3D model itself, which can be even visualized through a smartphone as well. If you have the PCS license with the eligible operating system on an Android, you can definitely open that and see that. So similarly, you can also manage your workflows. It also comes with default lifecycle and workflows, like from engineer to manager, manager to quality, quality to release. We can do all these kind of simple lifecycle processes. We can adopt them using this particular license. Then you can also do social collaboration. You can also chat with communities within. You can also create your own communities within the teams, and you can do the regular chatting, whatever that you do on WhatsApp or Facebook. Same thing can be done here within the engineering environment, and you can organize and manage and share your file systems anywhere. Suppose you would like, you have certain kind of data which is available on your desktop. You can simply drag and drop onto the platform, and it gets stored onto the database using 3D drive. So it's a so easiest way to save your files onto the database, and you can also retrieve them anytime. It is just like a drag and drop access which is available. Then you can also perform change management actions. If you have any kind of change order or change request coming in, you can do this kind of change actions within this base user license as a user. Then you can search and compare the components in 3D. So typically on the left side, you can see the product structure, and on the other side, you can see the 3D model, and you want to replace the components, you can do everything seamlessly on the web interface. So these are some of the most important advantages that comes along with the 3DEXPERIENCE role, which is available on the cloud along with this engineering excellence packages. And we have also provided collaboration for Microsoft tools as well as CATIA V5. So all the CATIA V5 data is seamlessly integrated into 3DEXPERIENCE platform, and you can seamlessly see the bidirectional associativity. So this is what I would like to highlight on this engineering excellence package, what we call connected engineering. So as a summary, I can highlight you can access your V5 product data from any location at any time and on any device. And then you can reduce the 2D drawings, associate all the information in the 3D model. You can use 3D Master for this, and you can generate all the dimensions and tolerances on the parts or assemblies. And this way you can reduce the number of drawings. And you can improve your user productivity with all the sophisticated modeling functions which are available as a part of this package. And then you can secure your data with managed lifecycle and controlled access. There are default lifecycles available, and default workflow process also can be set here. And you can run through this. You can manage your drawing releases and part releases effectively, and also you can retrieve them effectively by their part numbers. It is openness to access multi-format 3D products, as I rightly said. You can also connect with many other softwares on this platform. We have several connectors available. At the same time, you can also see the drawing files on the web interface. You can also see all the 3D parts belonging to multiple CAD softwares. You can also visualize them if you have the simple connectors which come along with it. Then you can review the projects and with the task management and instant collaboration. You can create a simple project dashboard with a work breakdown structure, and you can also assign the tasks with respect to specific team members, and then you can allocate the work to these team members. You can also see the simple dashboard about the status of the project using this PCS, the platform contributor license. So these are some of the advantages having connected engineering in place. What we advise our customers is that you simply migrate from CATIA V5 base licenses what you have to engineering excellence package or CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE directly. You get all the benefits of this on the cloud. You can make use of even your on-premise CATIA V5 along with the on-cloud role which is available on the platform for design validation, collaboration, or communication. So these are the advantages that you can foresee from connected engineering. So with this, I complete my the brief session on connected engineering and benefits. And these are the packages that come with a lot of advantages and additional modules, especially for engineering services. Also, these are the great packages because you are able to complete all your POCs and pilots very effectively using these packages. So I come back to audience now. Now the deck is open to question and answer session. And if you have specific questions to our distinguished panelists, you can also pose questions to them, or you can also message in the question box. We'll be very glad to answer that. So, Mr. Abhay, any specific messages have come in?
What is the difference between CAT MW and CAT MSC?
Yeah, I will just go back to the packages here. The main difference could be like in terms of the advanced surfacing design. As you could see from the screen, all the advanced surfacing functionalities, be it a generative shape design or generative shape optimizer or realistic shape optimizer. Then you also have all the freestyle functions. So again, these freestyle functions are based on the subdivision surface technology. They're extremely useful in terms of building the quickly building the surfaces and especially the conceptual designs. And apart from that, you also get the technological specifications review module and complete digital markup functionalities. The main advantage is having these the advanced surface functionalities, which is very critical for specific industries like automotive industry or high-tech and electronics industry.
I just have a question to panel. I was glad to hear many directions that they have said. So what is from your organizational view, what is your view on data of complete engineering on cloud? Maybe if you can share some thoughts on that as your organization or as your business process compulsions. Just want to understand your internal vision and directions. If it's not confidential, please feel free to share.
I think Mr. Suresh can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Karthikeyan. Yes, definitely. Since being a global company, and we also have different servers in the each entities. At the moment, we did not have a kind of a common cloud server, but we had our own servers, which we use a lot of hardwares to secure the data. And when we started looking at these CATIA excellence packages and cloud licenses and ease of accessibilities, sitting remotely, and we also proposing our company to have such license coming in, so that including all the entities where we have more than 6 entities in 6 countries, we can keep a common server on the cloud, and engineers, delivery heads, and including the factory quality people, so they can access the real-time design data and they can also check it out. Because many times we see the difference between factories and the R&Ds, because factory would like to have to wait till we release the drawings. Obviously, it takes more time. And if they're able to access our cloud, they can also see the real-time designs about the progress. So we're really proposing our organization to have a common server. So maybe one of this is the Dassault's excellence package is one of the best tool what I'm looking from my point of view.
Maybe Mr. Srinivasan, if you have some thoughts, or Mr. Yogesh, if you have some thoughts.
Sure. So from an engineering service industry perspective, I wanted to tell, see, for us, it's been our dream that we want to be completely on the cloud, right? The everyday, day-to-day operations, if we can completely migrate to cloud, that would be a huge advantage for us because it gives us a lot of flexibility, a lot of freedom to do things in very faster and faster way. But one area where there are two important aspects to it. One is flexibility, one is the economics side of things, right? So see, flexibility, absolutely, there is no, I mean, doubt that moving to cloud will give us that flexibility. But when it comes to the economic side of things, today, when we were to do it on-premise kind of installations and stuff, there is a certain cost associated with this. If there is a little bit of a lower cost barrier on the cloud, that will be where it will be a very winning proposition for us when it comes to the service industry, because in terms of the licensing, we can add or reduce, we can keep changing that with a certain set of base licenses, and the plus or minuses can be better managed. And the overall economics over a year, if we look at the numbers, if we can have some cost savings associated with the flexibility, I mean, nothing like it for us. So the flexibility is already there. If on the cost side of things, if something can show value compared to having a on-premise type of installation, then I mean it's like our dream. I mean that's where we want it to be.
That's nice. Mr. Yogesh, few thoughts from your side?
Yeah, from our side, yeah, again, Srini sir told that it's a dream to be on cloud, but again, as we're working as a tier 1 and tier 2 suppliers to the OEMs or the tier 1s, again, we need to create this ecosystem with our customers, whether customer wants to have their data, on cloud, or whether we are working on the aerospace industry. It's again very difficult. We have a standard requirements of the servers where we need to have data storage, life of the data, and all. So again, yes, for us as a service provider or for us as the engineering services, again, the customer plays a vital role, deciding whether we need to have the full data on the server, on the cloud or some system. But again, yes, to be on the cloud, it will be beneficial, but there are some, yes, good points and bad points on that. So we have to be in line with, with the customers for that.
I just have just last point for me. There are certain core internal activities which is not has no compulsion from customer, but what you want to manage something of internal view, what you want to do external view for others. Maybe there can be a two kind of a basket. Will that kind of a direction would help in your business models like engineering services?
Yeah, 100%. That's where the data which is required for the internal stakeholders, as I told you last time, also like the manufacturing people, quality people, somewhere the design who is on site. For them, it is extremely useful when we have the data on the cloud and the accessibility very easy. So that 100% is helpful to us now.
I have a very radical view. I just wanted to share, because you are buying in the excellence package, what is the tangible benefit? You are buying many tools for the aspiring young engineers who are coming on board to explore in your organizations where they can learn more functionalities and capabilities. So the elasticity of learning can be expanded because the capability is unlimited or being what you call offered in very richness. So I feel I just have an HR view of this. I think this can also give a good talent attraction for many of your aspiring engineering graduates and the talent coming into your organization to learn what has been asked for, but to uplearn for what is the future needs are. So that way I feel, I don't know whether you have some very different view, but I feel this can be an intangible, undefined in the proposal, but it can be a talent attraction tool. That's what I feel.
Correct.
Sorry, Sri, I took over some of the questions, so I just had inquisitiveness driven me to ask this question. So please take it over.
Thank you very much, sir. It was enlightening in terms of adopting cloud technologies. Everyone want to be, it's a dream, want to be at some point of time.
We have one final question. Do you need to have a V5 platform to use cloud capabilities, or can they be used independently?
The answer is that you can separately install PCS license and XCAD designer, 3D collaborative designer. These roles can be separately installed and they can be utilized on the web interface separately. So the advantage is that you continue to use your CATIA V5 with all additional functionalities. And on the other side, you're able to manage your data, visualize your data, collaborate with your data using the 3DEXPERIENCE on cloud roles which are coming.
So that's all the questions I have.
So if you have any specific questions later also, you can write to us. We are very much available to provide the answers with respect to this particular connected engineering and excellence packages. This is also available on CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE platform. The customers who would like to directly adopt CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE have already taken some of those migrations to direct CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE licenses, wherein CATIA is also performed on 3DEXPERIENCE platform. For such migrations are also available as a part of connected engineering. So if you have any specific questions later also, you can definitely mail to us. We are available and we can definitely address your concerns or queries. So here is my mail ID and contact number. At the same time, you can also write to our marketing department. So they are available, and also you can come on to our online chat tools which are available on website. You can post your queries there, and definitely will be very eager to answer. We have many technical experts cutting across all the regions. They can come online for chatting, and they can address your concerns even through our website as well. So thank you very much for this lively session. Thank you all the distinguished panelists here, and I will be very keen to work together with you in terms of moving towards the complete cloud technologies, and also what are the possibilities that can come up from our Dassault Systems solutions. Thank you very much all.